I don't have anything to show you or to talk about. Just that I finally finished downstairs. I just have one big box. I can't find a big Rubbermaid, a storage box for it. It's got all my daughter's paintings. I'm gonna check out the 50 gallons at Lowe's Hardware. Um, and that will be it downstairs. All I got to do is transfer it from the box to the storage box, the cardboard box, and that's basically it. I don't really have much to talk about. The only thing was that last week I realized that I did not answer some of the deeper tag questions. I don't know how I overlooked them, so I would like to do the deeper me tag part 2 just to finish off the questions. Um, so one of the questions was, do I have any siblings? And I know I've said this before. According to my late grandmother, my abuelita, she told me that my dad did have a child with someone before he met my mom, but that the woman and the child, or the girl and the child, were sent away. So years later, he got a letter saying he had a son. That was, so supposedly I have an older brother somewhere. And then before me, unfortunately, my mom had a stillborn. So I would have had an older sister. Then there's me, and then came my younger sister and my younger brother, and then my father. Let's just say he played the field. And I have 2 even younger sisters. Because the way the Puerto Rican males are, they don't discuss their illegitimate children. They deny it to their death, even though they exist. So I have not met my youngest, but I have met the one after my brother. We were really close up until I moved away. So yeah, my pet peeve. I said my pet peeve last week, but after that, since I moved here, I've got a new pet peeve, and oh my goodness, when the traffic here is horrible, and when you are waiting to go on certain highways where there's a lot of traffic, the car line could go back for a while. I mean, really long car line. And what I hate is when people cut. Is when people look like they're going to continue going straight on the highway, but then everyone starts cutting in front of that line, which makes it take twice as long to get on the highway. I can't stand that. When there's an exit, and instead of people mislead you by, they look like they're going to take that exit, but instead they're starting to cut into the line. And so they're either cutting from the left, where that one particular car line is going on a different highway, and they keep going as if they're staying on that highway, and they cut in front of the line. And I mean, you're like on that line forever, and that drives me nuts. When they're coming in, when they're exiting, it looks as if they're going to exit, but instead they're cutting in from the right into my lane. That totally drives me insane, because it takes me like 15-20 minutes just to get onto the highway that I need to get to, when you're switching from one highway to the next. It drives me insane. I had to say that. I'm sure that I'm sure I have more, but those are the ones that one just stuck out to me this week, because I've been really, really busy. And then I've said my bad habit before. I have allergies, and I'm constantly itching my ear. And I do it in my videos. I've said this. I think I've said this in other tags. And I know it might be nasty to some people. I just can't help it. My ears are constantly itching me. And the worst is when you just did your nails. And let me tell you, it never fails. You get a horrible itch in your ear, and you can't scratch it because you just did your nails. So yeah, those are my pet peeves. And I guess another one that comes to mind is children that are spoiled and that don't have respect. And, their parents let them do whatever they want and don't correct them. That drives me crazy. I just heard something about, you want to leave a better world for your kids. How about giving the world better kids? That don't help nobody. when you tell your child that they can, you know, they can do whatever they want and get whatever they want in life, because life isn't like that. So, you know, they're going to be in for a rude awakening.